Mr. Sample is the cooking teacher here at WCHS. We asked him what he likes so much about cooking and what it's like to take his class.
So, a long time ago, 25 years ago, when I started teaching, I actually taught finance and economics. And then some life changes. I went to work for a university and worked for 16 years for a university.
Mr. Sample talks about how kids seem to be more excited about going into restaurants than accounting or engineering.
And I noticed that when kids would talk about wanting to go into restaurants and the culinary-based fields and the hotel fields, they were always so excited talking about it, and there was a real interest that they had, and so I just started exploring it more and more and kind of found that there's a reason, there was a passion, because when you work in those fields, your goal is to make people happy, whether you're working at Disney World, or you're working on a cruise ship, or you're working in a restaurant, you're just making people happy.
It's not bad. It's cool. It's nothing like crazy, but it is something nice. I've been here for 4 years, so getting it now is really nice. Definitely the cooking, like being honest. I've heard good things about Sample, but I know the cooking has been like pretty much the real big reason. It's not difficult. Like if you have, just pay attention, do what you gotta do. It's probably one of the easiest classes I've taken. Only thing that may be like the biggest issue is just missing assignments or falling behind. That's like the biggest worry of the class, but everything else is pretty easy.
What I think is appealing for me about this class, I don't look at it as a cooking class, I look at it as a microcosm of life, meaning the kids come in here and they have to work in labs together, we do a preliminary, we go through what we're going to make in here, we rehearse, we talk about it, discuss it, we take benchmark quizzes, make sure that kids understand what they're going to do, and then we turn them loose, and you see, just like in life, they have to work together to achieve a common goal, they have to communicate. There's a lot of conflict resolution. They'll argue a little bit. Someone will say, hey, we're supposed to do this. No, wait, no, you're supposed to do this, and they have to look and read the recipe and figure it out. And if they do it right, they end up with the result and the final product that should turn out the way we want it to. So again, I think it's a lot like life that you every day in work. The expectations of a student to take the class, I just need kids that are willing to work together, listen to instructions, follow the safety and sanitation protocols that are required. And I don't really have a lot to say on who takes my class, but we definitely see some kids that do better because they're more willing to work with others.
Mr. Sample explains how he discovered that he was passionate about cooking.
Going back to that first question, it wasn't my original interest, but just seeing the passion that so many students had when they would talk about the field and their interests made me look into it more and explore more, and I realized that there was a reason that kids were so passionate about it. Well, before we ever start cooking, we spend the first several weeks of class learning the sanitation and safety protocols that are out there, and they're for a reason. The temperature controls to make sure there's no bacteria, the knife skills that they have to learn. So we spend several weeks going over that's just part of it. We have to do that first. Kids want to get in and cook right away, but it's never going to happen that way. We have to spend some time